Buried deep in declassified CIA documents directly on the Central Intelligence Agency's official government website, there is a secret phrase, a mantra that they used for years on top secret experiments to activate the pineal gland to open your third eye. And I'm going to share that research and that secret phrase with you. Now, this all starts in 1983. There was a classified CIA report on a technique called the gateway experience, which was a training system designed to focus on brainwave output to alter consciousness and escape the restrictions of your physical body, time, and space to have superhuman experiences. And previously we discussed how the CIA was interested in all types of this psychic phenomena and using it for military purposes with remote viewing, which was basically someone's ability to see time and space or the future that was not localized to their own body. Now, all of this is directly from CIA.gov official website. And buried deep in this once top secret and now declassified documentation is what I mentioned earlier. A secret mantra or phrase that they used in order to hone consciousness so that you could have a mystical experience with your third eye for these types of superhuman capabilities that they were researching. So let's start it off with big idea number one. The first thing the CIA makes clear in their own documents is that, quote, physical matter does not exist. Everything that is solid is just energy. Now, I know that that sounds new age, but let's look exactly at their own documents. Here's a direct quote. Science knows that both the electrons which spin in the energy field located around the nucleus of an atom and the nucleus itself is made up of nothing more than oscillating energy grids. Solid matter, in the strict construction of the term, simply does not exist. The entire human being brain consciousness and all is like the universe, which surrounds them, nothing more or less than an extraordinarily complex system of energy fields. Now, it's one thing to hear that from a hippie like me, it's another to see it from the CIA's website. And the reason that that excerpt is so incredibly important is because when you can actually tap into those energy fields, that's how you possess these superhuman capabilities that the CIA was after. And their technique was about disassociating with the physical body so that you could actually tap in to these various energy fields. And the way that they did this was through the third eye. And this leads us into big idea number two in these CIA documents. The universe and the mind are simply holograms. Now, on the subject of holograms, if you watch this channel, you know I always talk about success hypnosis. And the reason I got so into it is because when they're saying holograms, they're meaning every single thing in the physical world is moldable, malleable, changeable from consciousness. And I thought to myself, well, if they're doing all of these reprogramming the mind techniques in the military, couldn't I hypothetically reprogram my mind to become a millionaire, be a successful author, everything that I wanted? Couldn't I hypothetically do it? And I was 21 and I decided I'd give it a try. And it changed my life. My book started getting translated into other languages. I got picked up by Penguin Random House, the biggest English publishing company in the world, all these crazy things. And so if you've always wondered, how did I get into this idea of reprogramming your mind and success hypnosis, it's from the military's own documents. And if you want to check out my free success hypnosis, it's right there down below. It's jakeshypnosis.com, pinned to the comments and in the description. Now, what does this all mean? And to quote their documents directly, they say, the universe is composed of interacting energy fields, some at rest and some in motion in one gigantic hologram of unbelievable complexity. The human mind is also a hologram which attunes itself to the universal hologram by the medium of energy exchange, thereby deducing meaning and achieving the state we call consciousness. Hemisync succeeds in bringing about a refinement in the energy matrix of the mind. It succeeds in expanding or altering human consciousness so it can perceive even more of the universal hologram. Basically, they're speaking like the Dalai Lama at the CIA, and they're talking about accessing more of the universal hologram by altering your consciousness. And this leads us into big idea number 3. You actually can enter new realms of consciousness. And this is where it gets interesting. The CIA states, between the absolute energy in a state of inactive infinity outside of this dimension and the material universe, there is intervening dimensions to which human consciousness in altered states can begin to access. To achieve these intervening dimensions, human consciousness must first focus with such intense coherence that the frequency of the energy pattern which comprises the consciousness sets the stage for non-time-space dimensions. The gateway experience is designed, if used systematically and patiently, to allow human consciousness to establish a coherent pattern of perception in those dimensions. Now, that's pretty deep. What they're saying is you've got the physical realm and then the non-physical realm. And if you can have intense focus of consciousness, which is what they used this secret phrase for, to, in the same way that a Buddhist monk might focus on a specific mantra or chant, they're using this mantra to focus consciousness in a way that allows you to access information and consciousness that is outside of this dimension. And that's what leads us into big idea number 4 from the CIA's own declassified documents. Time is non-linear. Time is non-linear, what the heck does that mean? Well, the CIA's own research says this. Time is not linear, and we have the capacity to obtain information about the past, present, and future. Human consciousness brought to a sufficiently altered and focused state can obtain information concerning the past, present, and future since they all exist at the same time. Now, in order to heighten the consciousness to access these transcendental dimensions, in their own documents, they reference a phrase that they repeatedly had the subjects use in their experiments. Now, this is an important phrase that you can use during your meditations or visualizations to focus on your third eye and start to activate your pineal gland. And the gateway affirmation says, quote, "I am more than a physical body. Because I am more than physical matter, I can perceive that which is greater than my physical world. I deeply desire to expand and to experience and to know and to understand and to control and to use such greater energies and energy systems as may be beneficial and constructive to me." Now, I want to repeat that one more time, and I'm also going to put it in the comments, pinned to the comments, so you have this and you can use this as a mantra every day, and you can start to use it to hone your consciousness. It says, quote, "I'm more than a physical body because I'm more than physical matter. I can perceive that which is greater than the physical world. I deeply desire to expand and to experience and to know, to understand and to control, to use such energies and energy systems that may be beneficial and constructive to me." So there you have it from the CIA itself. They are saying you are more than a physical body. And if you can direct consciousness using this mantra to keep your mind focused on the truth that you are more than a physical body, you can access these higher realms of consciousness, open your third eye, and find some crazy mystical experiences. I invite you to commit this mantra to memory. I'll pin it to the comments right there down below. If you enjoyed this video, I have another awesome video on some other declassified CIA documents on consciousness. I'll link it right here for you to watch. Be sure to check out my free success hypnosis right there down below, jakeshypnosis.com, pinned to the comments in the description. If you enjoy this video, make sure you hit the subscribe, bell notification, and let me know in the comments right there down below if you enjoy it by saying, "I love this video," or comment down below from the CIA's own phrase, "I'm more than a physical body."